Hey folks, it's Ardwulf. Welcome. We have an unsleeving or unwrapping today of a third-party ASL Advanced Squad Leader product. This is Corregidor, the Rock from Bounding Fire Productions, one of the better regarded producers of third-party ASL material. It is a standard 8.5 by 11 package of stuff that is shrink wrapped. So we are going to open her up right now. This is a buddy unboxing. However, that said, I have actually seen this on the table. It was on the table at last year's Winter Offensive. So it looked relatively impressive there, and it's a neat topic too at this scale. So, alright, so we have a front cover sheet with a blank back, and we have a back cover sheet with a blank front. We have a rules section, loose leaf, BFP 21. Looks like we have some aircraft rules, special vehicle notes. Looks like we have some updates to existing. This looks like an errata page to Poland in Flames, which is a very well regarded product actually. Here is the campaign game roster, and then here we have the Corregidor specific rules. Now these are on a glossy paper, full stock, full color, glossy stock, and is doing a very good impersonation of the standard ASL look. Although I feel like the print's a little bigger. I might be nuts about that. So it looks like we have roughly 20 pages here of special rules for the Corregidor campaign. I would love to see the credits on this actually. Did I miss them up front? Because I want to know who did the map art. Is that on the back of this? It could be. Indeed it is. Map board designed by David Roth, presumably not the ex-lead singer of Van Halen. Map artwork and graphics by Rick Reinesch, and counter artwork and graphics by Rick Reinesch. Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing his name particularly badly. Don't quote me on that though. Alright, so loose leaf stuff aside, we also have two maps. These look to be roughly standard wargame sized maps, and one counter sheet. This is a thick brown core stock that looks similar to, very similar to, the standard ASL counter stock, which, you know, a lot I would expect, but it's third party, so you never know. Looks like we got offhand, we got some American squads. The counters look nice. Some Japanese squads, some miscellaneous pieces for the Japanese and Americans, and then of course we have some special aircraft and a variety of specialized markers. There's a mix of both 1/2 inch and 5/8 inch counters on this sheet. It's a nice looking counter sheet. Very professionally done. Alright, and then we have, this is why I was curious about who had done the map art. So these maps are not quite standard wargame size, but they're pretty close. And there's two of them. And I want to give you a sense of what they look like, because I think, so the ASL maps are done by Charlie Kibler, and Charlie's he's one of the great wargame map artists and has I think a fairly distinctive style. And once again, the Bounding Fire folks have done a very nice map in the style of Charlie's ASL maps. So very nice work. And let's try to fold this up without mauling it. Okay, and then we have so hold on. We have some dividers here. Corregidor the Rock, Campaign Game Force Organizer. This is a display, and there'll be two of these, one for the Japanese and one for the Americans. NOBA Direct Fire Player Aid. Interesting that that's here. Here's a Paradrop Player Aid. And here is a, looks like a player aid card just for Corregidor with a strategy map on the back, which is a nice touch. These are on, I think, reasonably thin stock, but I think nobody really uses these as, even the official MMP chapter dividers. I mean, I think mostly they're used for their use as player aids rather than as chapter dividers. So we have a big stack of scenarios too, and it looks like quite a few. All right, I'm not sure what's up with this. All right, so let's check something here. Looks like we have 21 scenarios plus 2 campaign games. All right, because I see some duplicates in here and I'm not sure what's up with that. So we have Assault at Monkey Point, CTR 1. The Japanese are in Denver, CTR 2. And of course, these are all 1942. I would imagine that this is entirely within that short amount of time in May 1942. With Profound Regret and Return to the Rock. Yes, I am absolutely wrong. This is February 1945. Here is also February 1945. Black and Blue Swarms. This one looks like a beach landing scenario, which is interesting. It uses that huge beach overlay. Desperate Hours, 1945. A Deadly Tide, 1945. Black Beach Slaughter, another beach landing scenario. Par for the Court. How big are these things? Decent number of squads in these this landing scenario. Anyway, Fire in the Hole, Bloodied at Wheeler, The Infernal Machine, and Dangerous Descent into Maggot Valley. And you can see that these use subsets of the big map. Too Close for Comfort, Clearing the Badlands, Disaster near Infantry Point, Clearing the Badlands. So what it looks like we have here is, this is 17 on the front, 18 on the back. What I think we should have here is, oh, maybe not. Maybe not. That's a little different. So we got an extra. Ooh, okay, this is actually huge. So this is a 2-pager. CTR 17 is a 2-pager, and then on the backs we have 18 and 19. And then here we have 20 and 21. Okay, so that is very interesting. So there's a really, let's see how big that scenario is. Clearing the Badlands has, looks like 34 plus 28, so there's 50 plus Japanese squads. Uses what looks like the entire map, so this will take a little while to play. But if you sign up for one of these campaign games, and there are ASL players that really swear by the historical ASL campaign games, by the way, and they really don't want to play anything else. This looks like it has a fairly fairly interesting ones. Corregidor the Rock from Bounding Fire Productions. Hopefully you have found this interesting. They do have a website, Bounding Fire Productions, so look them up if you are interested. Hopefully you will thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to do more to support Ardwulf's Lair, please do check out the links to the Patreon, the merch store, and the Ko-Fi in the video description. Until next time, thanks for watching and happy wargaming.